Scrub Patrol back again today with some One Piece TCG content. Today I've got a match from the PPG case tournament on May 19th. I am on the right here, playing Black Yellow Luffy against the Enel. So turn one here, we play a Makino to grab a card out of our life, as well as filter and place our life in the order that we want it in. Definitely doing yellow things there. That is one of the things about the Luffy that is, it's kind of a double-edged sword with the leader effect and how you play the deck, is that you want to get to 0 life as fast as possible so that you can start doing the combos with the baby Luffy, baby Sabo, baby Ace, and the 5 costs, so that you can then buff your leader and swing. These caveat to that is that your opponent a lot of times will try to starve you. They won't swing at you so that you can't take your own life, but that's why this deck runs things like the Makino, like the Flampe, like the Hiyori, to kind of set yourself up so you can take your own life and get to that leader effect faster. Our turn here, turn 2, we're going to search with the Three Brothers Bond. Off the search, grab the 5 cost Rush Ace there. That is one of the things that's a good target for the leader effect later on. The Dawn ×2, trash a card, put 2 5 costs to your life, and then you can go from there. So they trigger off their first life, and that's the Did Someone Say Kami? Which lets you 7 cost Enel from your hand or trash, but the trigger here is, this one is a draw 2 trash 1, so they are going positive on a draw there, but they do lose the ability to hard play that Enel. They respond here by playing out their own Rush Ace, but they are at 3 life, so they can't rush with it. And we're gonna rest 2 and play the Hiyori. So this is where some shenanigans will begin. We take 1 card from our life, place another at the top. Last turn we searched a Rush Ace. We only have 3 life right now, so we play down the baby Ace. We reveal, trash the baby Ace, play the Rush Ace, gain 2k on our leader, and since we're at 2 life now, that Rush Ace has Rush. And our leader is now a 7k until the next turn, so this is where the deck kind of starts moving and grooving. This is where we start to see things happening. We attach 1 Dawn and swing 8 at Enel, and then we swing another 8, and they take it. And then from there we have no more Dawn, which means no more plays, a whole lot of cards on our hand, and we pass it. So they are gonna rest all of their Dawn here and play out that big bad Enel. We use 5 Dawn here, hard play the Sabo. I've found in my games with the Luffy that hard playing a Sabo on curve especially is one of the better plays that I can do, because you get to filter your hand as well as setting up your trash for whenever you get to do your leader effects and whenever you get to combo with the Gecko especially. So right here you see we trash a baby Ace and a baby Sabo. So that's just kind of telegraphing I do have the Gecko in my hand. Spend 1 right there, and we hard play the Flampe. We draw 1 life and also draw a card. So that's +2 in our hand, and we go down another life, so only 1 more. We're in a really good spot with the Sabo and the Ace on our board. So we use 1 to do a Three Brothers Bond. We grab a big Ace right here, or sorry, big Luffy right here. So again, just absolute library in our hands. This is one of the reasons that blue is a really weird matchup for this deck, because 1, pudding messes up your draws and your hand size, as well as Gravity Blade, Red Rock, those kind of things will really mess you up with the bottom decks as well. But a situation like this where you're going against yellow, we can keep on the gas, the pressure going, and we're in a really good position right here. We swing 7, get another life, no trigger, and we still have a Dawn up, but I'm pretty sure we just pass it here because they're at 1 life. I don't want to give them another trigger. I don't want to give them more stuff in hand. So we just choose to pass here. I have tons of cards in hand. I have a really good board established, setting up future plays, so we just leave that as is. They are going to spend all 9 Dawn to Yamato, gain another life back, and the only thing they can really KO is one of the cheaper cards, so they just KO the Flampe. Once again, they choose not to swing, probably because the Sabo was up. And honestly, I would have just let the Sabo go, because we could have then utilized leader ability to start bringing back Sabo and Ace. So we go on to our 5th turn, and that is 10 Dawn, and this is where things start to get a little, this is where we start to have to decide on what we're doing and start really setting up plays. We have 1 life here, and we can't just trash a life and then start doing really crazy things. Normally, the optimal 10 Dawn play is to put the Dawn on your leader, and then you hard play Gecko Moria, get 2 babies out of your trash, put the babies on the board, use your leader effect, put your 5 costs in life, use the babies to then get your leader to a 9k. Optimally, that's Sabo is involved in there at some point, so nothing else can be KO'd. And that way you can filter your hand with Sabo, you have an 8-drop 9k body in Gecko on board, you have a 9k body leader until the next turn. But you can see right here I'm looking through the trash, and I have all 3 babies on board, or in trash, but that's not a lot to do. I can target those with Moria, but that doesn't do anything for me on this turn, and I also can't play Moria and do leader effect if I'm needing to trash that last life. We choose to hard play the Flampe, grab that last life, draw a card. Once again, more cards in hand, more options. Usually it's never a bad idea. 60% of the time, it works every time, I should say. We choose to swing 7 at life with the Rush Ace. They will think about it, and then they will take it, and no trigger on that. So our next move here is to go ahead, place the 2 onto leader, to go ahead and, honestly, that's probably something I should do last, to not really telegraph that I'm going to do it, but it doesn't matter too much. We use 2 Dawn, hard play out the baby Ace to put the Ace in trash, basically giving us a target to use. We then use leader ability to trash the big Luffy, so that now gives us our 2 targets to leader effect. So now we're actually able to use our leader effect, and we have the baby Ace on board to actually pull Ace out of the life. So trash Ace, play Ace, we are 7k leader. Luffy's going to stay there more so as an extra hit that we can take. If he does hit our life for whatever reason, that Luffy will go to the bottom of our deck instead of our trash. But that's okay, because honestly, Sabo and Ace are what I need in this matchup more so than the Luffy. Getting to swing with the Ace twice in this turn was really, really good. Any matchup I'm playing this leader. Ideally, you're going up to a 7 or a 9k body every single chance you can get, so being able to put myself in this position's pretty great. So they take that 9k swing. Trigger. So they get a Satori. That's trigger number 2. But it's because of the Kami and the Satori. So then now we have 3 more Dawn. We choose to just put all of that on our leader. So we're at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12k swing at lead. Just really putting on pressure, making them give us cards in hand, or making them go down to a 0 in their life, since they already used leader effect. And they decide they're gonna take the hit, and it triggers again. So we have a Shirahoshi, draw 3, trash 2, and that's trigger number 3 for the game. So the Kami, the Satori, and the Shira. So they choose to trash an ace, as well as another Shirahoshi. And then we pass our turn over to them. And we are in a very good spot right now because we still have the Sabo blocker up. We have our Luffy in life, so we can take that hit, no worries. And then we have a bunch of cards in hand and a 7k body leader. So we're able to survive those hits and get back over to us, and honestly, with no blocker on their side and very few cards, I think that's 7 cards in their hand, we are in a very good spot. They even already used the reject on us. There's not a lot stopping us here. So move 2 to the side here. We spend 8 Dawn, so that can only mean one thing in this deck. We play out Gecko Moria. So with the Gecko, we're going to look for some baby cards, and that here will be we choose the Luffy, which is going to get the one right there off the board, and then we choose Ace. So we replace the Hiyori and put the Ace on board rested. We use Luffy effect to play the Luffy. 7k body. Then we put 2 on our leader. We go ahead and trash the other Gecko in our hand to place 2 more cards into our life. And this is pretty much the game right here. We put a Sabo and Ace. It's my favorite combo to do with this deck. We're only going to get the Ace off, but that puts us up to a 9k body. 7k at life with the Ace. And we're going to make them pitch some cards, see what they've got in hand. they get rid of a rush ace and a 0-cost event, and then we swing 11 at life to see what else they've got, see if they've got it. But they did not. So that is the game. We managed to keep the pressure up, survive through their onslaught, and play leader effect as well as we could. Awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys next time.